This is the sound T, and the name of it is Thaa. This is the name in Arabic. It's called Thaa. It's exactly like the ba, except instead of the dot underneath, you have the dot that goes underneath to make the ba sound. You put two dots above, and you end up with the Thaa sound instead. And just to write it, here it is. Thaa. Just the same thing we've said about the ba. You apply basically to the Thaa. That's isolated and the two dots above. As a first letter, you begin there, and then you continue with the next with the whatever letters come. I mean, a word could have like 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, whatever however number of letters. And for medial is coming from some letter, then you go up and down and forward, and you go to the next letters, and then you put the two dots a little bit forward. See, this is not on top, exactly on top of the end, that dent. It's a little bit in front of that indentation. And this is a final, so you come in there, then you make this shape and you put the two dots, and that's a final Thaa. Assign some long vowels. We're going to assign the A, U, and E. These are the long vowels. A, U, E. You assign it to this consonant, and you end up with Thaa, and this is how to write it. Thaa, Tu, and T. A word, toot. Notice the Thaa looks like it's an isolated Thaa because the wow, this letter, does not connect to the left. And this is like berries, some form of berry. Keep practicing. Toot. The next letter is Thaa. So this is like thing. The sound of thing. And the name of it is Thaa. And exactly like the ba and the Thaa. So remember, the ba is like this, the Thaa is like this, and the Thaa is this. Just you add 3 dots instead of a dot underneath or a dot, 2 dots on top, and that creates the Thaa. The way to write it, it's just like the ba, and put the dots. Keep in mind, sometimes you'll see it actually written just like a little upside down V. Instead of tracing the dots like this, put 3 dots. It would be faster just to go like up and down, and that means basically 3 dots. But it's up to you to use a dot, 3 dots on top, or make that upside down V. Isolated, not much to say there. It sounds just like that, and 3 dots. First letter, then move to the next, and 3 dots. If it's initial, you're coming from whatever stuff here, you move forward, connect back, and left and right. So the Thaa connects to the left and connects to the right, and then you go with the next letters. If it's final, so you're coming from the rest of the word, and then you make the final Thaa, which is all written above the line with 3 dots. Let's do one more like that, and then put the upside down V this time. Now let's assign long vowels. Remember, this is an A, U, E. So this would be Thaa, Thu, and Thee. The dots, some people will also just put a line instead of 2 dots. They'll put a line, quick line to indicate the 2 dots. And a word made out of the two letters here, Thaa, 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 and the way it's written, Thaa. Can practice more, Thaa, Bat, not a line, so it's a dot one, single one. Next letter is the N sound, and it's called Noon in Arabic. And this one, pay attention here, it actually, most of it is written below the line. So you start as if you're writing a ba, or a Thaa or a Ta. Start above, but then you make a half a circle, an arc underneath, and you end up above the line. And then you put one dot in the isolated form. In the isolated form, you end above the line, make a half circle, go above, and a dot. It's like smiley face with one eye. So here it is, isolated. Now pay attention here as well. When it's first letter, it doesn't go below the line at all, so it's all written above the line. So you start there, and then you pull forward, then you go to the next combination of letters, and you put the dot. If it's medial, the same way, it's written all above the line. So you start from whatever you have, then move forward, up and down, and then go to the next stuff, and then a dot. This portion is the N sound, and look how it looks similar to the ba, to the Tha, to the Ta, except the number of dots and the placement of the dots is different. If it's final, it goes back to part of it is below the line, because you're coming from whatever word, letters, then you move forward, then as if you're writing an isolated N, except it's attached to the right of the letter. So you're starting from some stuff, forward, up, and that is the final N. For long vowel, Na, Nu, and Ni. And this is Noon, which is the name of the letter, Noon. N plus Wow plus N, you end up with Noon. So, and you can practice Noon, like so. Now practice yourself. Some of these, you can do combination of all the letters we've seen. We've seen the Ta, Ba, Noon, and Tha. And we've seen the Alif, Wow, and the Ya, which are long vowels. And then you combine them and you create Nabuti. Notice the rules. The Alif does not connect, therefore there is a space. The Wow does not connect, therefore there is a space here and space here. But let's actually have a combination of Na, Ba, Ta, Tha, Ba, and final Noon. Na, Ba, Ta, Tha, Ba, and final Noon. So notice how this is an Arabic, I mean it's not an actual word, but this is how an Arabic word would look like. It's all attached because the Na connects to the left, the Ba connects to the left, the Ta connects to the left, and the Tha connects to the left, and the Ba connects to the left and right and backward, except the final Noon, because it's final, it regains that shape. So you can practice with all the letters we've seen right now, and just keep practicing with long vowels and without long vowels.